Hey everybody, Shane. I'm back in the MD-11. So I've had a horrible week at work. We're working like 13-hour days, and it just hasn't been very fun. And I'm finally kind of done with that. I got another 5 days of work, so I've worked 7 days in a row, and I got another five to do. But uh, I'm home tonight. Kids are with their mother. I got some time to myself. I just want to fly something easy. So we're gonna fly the MD-11 because this is like my go-to when I want to just chill. Because I know this plane so well, it doesn't stress me out to fly it. That's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna fly this thing. Alright, let's run this. So we're gonna do a very easy flight from my hub, Hamilton, over to
Engine 1 fire. Engine
over
2
to Ottawa
fire.
and back. Those are short flights, less than an hour each way.
Fire.
Hey Toronto spots, welcome
Engine
aboard, man.
1 fire.
Alright. So gear handle, let's get that. Engine APU fire. Let's do the overhead lights and air system test.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Okay. I can turn off this flashlight now. We're gonna go turn on the IRS, and that'll give us the cargo fire test. Okay. Now we're gonna run the hydraulic pressure test. I'll put that synoptic up right here. Okay, emergency power. Emergency lights armed. And windshield defog is on. Logo lights, nav lights are set. No smoking, seatbelt signs are on. Standby ADI. Uncaged. Takeoff warning test. Let's do throttle 1.
Stabilizer.
And throttles 2 and 3 together.
Stabilizer.
Okay. Takeoff warning system is checked. EIS panel. We'll do Wixer on my side, and plan, and terrain on the right. Minimum range. Okay, wait and bounce. Let's review the flight plan real quick for tonight. Short flight over to Ottawa. Alright. Cost index 90, that's nice and fast. Cruise altitude 370. Total air distance is 274. Fuel on board for this flight is going to be 33.5 with 14.5 as final reserve plus alternate. Cargo weight medium 149.8. Takeoff weight is going to be approximately 434, kind of light for us, and landing weight about 421 at Ottawa, which has a nice long runway. So let's go ahead and set that up. Okay, payload 149. 149.8. Block fuel 33,577. 33,577. Taxi fuel 2,000, and the trip fuel is going to be 13,003 pounds. Okay. Well, this doesn't seem right. No, something's not right here. Why is this takeoff weight so much lower than what this said? Alright, so we got a discrepancy here, right? Jet fuel weight is 403. Alright, that checks. That landing weight's not correct. Oh, look at this. Taxi fuel, 20,000 pounds. No wonder. It's thinking we're going to burn 20,000 pounds taxing. See, this is why we check the weight and balance before we do anything, right? This doesn't line up. Watch this. Alright, that's a bit better. Okay, this checks now. So takeoff CG is 28.1, zero fuel CG 24.8. Okay, weight balance is now set and within range. See, that's why we check that stuff, right? Alright. Let's initialize the IRS and let's program the FMC. So we're going C YHM, and we're heading over to CYOW. CYOW. The alternate tonight is going to be Montreal, CYUL. Cost index 90. Flight level is 370. And the flight number is UPS 2006. Alright, for the flight plan, we got a +0 in the ISA, so leave it as is, and a -20 on the wind component. So -57. Let's go -20. So 20 knot headwind, ISA temps. You don't get that very often. Taxi fuel 2,000 pounds. Okay, fuel quantities looking good. Flight plan CYHM. We're going to leave off the runway 12 off the CYHM 1. Okay, and then from there, we're going to do this. Durot. D-U-R-O-T. I don't think it'll let me clear that. Alright. Durot. Direct to Ukpag. And then from Ukpag, we're going to head over to Mivok. M-I-V-O-A. And then from Mivok, we're going to the Capital 5. Star. Capital 5 from Mivok, and we're going to be doing the RNAV Yankee runway 32. RNAV Yankee runway 32. The transition is going to be Demco. And if we take a look at that approach, the minimum altitude on this is going to be, let's just call it 650. We're going to insert that. And now let's review our flight plan. Alright, so what we'll do is we're going to delete everything. See how this has vectors here? We're going to tie it into this RNAV approach. Ulog to Demco. So watch this. Oh. Let's take it out. There it is. A nice continuous RNAV approach. So the flight plan is set. Now let's go to takeoff data. What do we got here? Oh yeah. We're going to use SimBrief for that tonight. Takeoff performance. Calculate. Flaps 15, flex 60. Plenty of runway off of 1-2. Flaps 15. Flex 60. Slope is 0, and the headwind component is 2 knots. Outside air temperature tonight is a chilly 4 degrees Celsius. Okay. V1, VR, V2 is set. The flight plan is set. Map. And we got takeoff on the right. Let's go ahead and do the final cockpit preparation checklist. Fuel quantity is set 33.6. FMC is programmed. Flap takeoff selected. Flaps 15 is set. IFR clearance, we didn't get one. Transponder, didn't get one of those either, so we'll just squawk 1776 works. Why not? Radio set for departure. So we'll put Unicom. And I believe the CTAF is 135. We'll confirm that. Best CTAF, CYHM, 125. And we'll go ahead and put that on primary right now, or active rather. Okay, FCP airspeed set for departure 250 because our minimum maneuvering is 237. FCP heading is going to be the runway heading, which is 117. Okay, altitude we're going to set that to 370. Altimeters is 3042. And on a standby. Set. Auto brakes. Take off. Taxi, take off for departure brief. Alright, crew. We are currently sitting over here at Hamilton at the South Cargo Ramp. We're going to push with the tail facing to the west, taxi down Charlie, cross runway 6, a left turn onto runway 12. We're going to back taxi to a 180 turn and depart to the east on the Hamilton 1 departure. The instructions from 1 to 2 are climb on heading 117 to 4,000 feet. Expect radar vectors to assigned route. So after we get to 4,000 feet, we're going to go direct to Durat and then as filed. Okay, APU. Coming on. Alright, crew, I got about a minute worth of desk setup to do. So I'm going to let the APU fire up and then we'll get going. Let me go ahead and get my desk reconfigured for this. Alright, crew, just about ready. Okay, I have to move some stuff around on my desk when I'm ready to fly every time. Okay, one thing I want to check is to make sure my nose wheel steering tiller has a linear response. Yes, it does. Cool. Alright, I think we're ready.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Alright. Before start, pushback checklist. Status page is on engine. Doors and windows are closed. Oxide hydraulic pump 1 is on. APU power is on. External power is off.
Okay, all doors
Wheel
and
chocks
hatches are closed.
engaged.
Ready to connect.
Removed. Beacon light. APU bleed. Engine ignition. Ignition A. And smart cars is coming online right now. This is going to be A cars for our flight. There it is. Okay, A cars is tracking.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Right about there will do.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Before we push, let's make sure there's no traffic here, because if there isn't, I'm not going to be making Unicom calls to myself, right? Just make sure we don't got anybody here. Man, LA's popping tonight. Should have flown out of there, huh? Oh, maybe tomorrow. Okay, Hamilton is nice and quiet, crew. Just gonna have a nice relaxing flight, just Firestones. Okay, we are clear for push to start. Let's go ahead and get it going. Parking brake released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Alright, crew, here we go. Starting engine number 3. Button out, light on. Rotation. Okay, oil pressure's coming up. Fuel on. Fuel flow, EGT. Okay, button in, light out. Start on engine number 3, starting 1. Button out, light on. Rotation on N2. Okay, oil pressure is looking good. Let's go fuel on. Oh, wrong button. There you go. Okay, fuel flow EGT. Button in, light out.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay, good start on 1, starting 2. Hey, button. Out, light on, rotation. Alright, oil pressure's looking good. Fuel on. Fuel flow, EGT.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Okay, we'll look for you on the right. Have a good one. Thank you. Okay. App start checklists. APU bleed. APU's off. Ground signal's going to be on the right. Taxi checklist flaps. Set for takeoff. Flaps 15. Spoiler handle. Arm. Nav trim. 5.6 aircraft nose up. And that's set. Takeoff data review. We got V1 is 135, rotate 147, V2 158, flap retract speed 168, slap retract 211, and clean climb speed 237. Taxi takeout departure brief, no update to that. TARA on the transponder, nose light, and then we're good. There, nose lights on. Taxi clearance, we are clear for taxi. Get ready, crew. Let's do it. Brakes released. Power's coming up. Alright, brakes checked. Nose wheel steering is checked. Okay, we'll put a steering tiller in here. Okay, flight controls. I love map enhancement, dude. It's incredible. It's just fire and forget, man. You turn it on and you don't do anything else. It's free. It looks great. I love it. If you watch my live stream from a few nights ago, okay, ailerons left, ailerons right. Flying into LA was absolutely stunning. The Southern California landscape just looked like home to me. It was really awesome. 10 out of 10 for map enhancement.
Approaching 6.
Can't beat it. Alright, clear left, clear right. And rudder left, rudder right. Okay, flight controls checked. Map enhancement is one of the best tools there is for X-Plane. I'm even thinking about getting the pro license just to support the developer because I really love what he's doing with the thing. Okay, this is runway 12 and 30, clear right, clear left. We're gonna back taxi down.
Approaching 30.
30 and turn around at the far side. I'll use rudder pedal steering on this.
On runway 30.
Okay, and we'll give it a little bit of power. So we got a lot of runway to use up here. Alright, we should probably turn all the lights on here. Okay, status page. Back over to engine. EAD is check green box. Nav. Profile. Auto flight is armed. Exterior lights are on and radar switch. System 1. Okay, so we're gonna go to the end and we'll kind of veer to the right here at some point, and then we're gonna make a 180 turn, and you're gonna use that turn off on the left hand side there.
1,000 feet remaining.
Okay, I'm on the brakes.
500 remaining.
Okay, a little bit of power on engine number 3, and full nose bush steering deflection.
100 remaining. On runway 12.
Okay, steering tiller input there. And then we're going to go ahead and line up. Heading is 117. There we go. Alright crew, we are clear for takeoff, so let's go ahead and do it. Take off. And set takeoff thrust. Let's set. This means a live down.
80 knots.
Okay, clamp.
B1. Rotate.
Okay, positive rate.
Gear up.
clamp thrust. Okay, 250 pitch, speed check, slap subtract. Okay, speed check, slap subtract. Okay, we can go ahead and go direct to Durat now. Alright, nav. A little bit of turbulence here.
Stabilizer motion.
That's LSAS trimming for me a little bit. Yep, it's definitely trimming for me. Okay, get a little fast, correcting. Okay, 343 pitch, autopilot coming on. Have to take off checklist, landing gears up, lights out, forward handle, disarmed, auto brakes.
Stabilizer motion.
Take off. Off. Flaps and slats up. Retract. Up. Take off. Select clear. Flaps 15. EAD. No alerts. Exterior lights. Set as required. And then I believe that's Toronto Airport way out there.
Stabilizer motion.
Altimeter setting.
Oh yeah, this altimeter's 292. And we'll get that on standby too. Hey, altimeters are set. Takeoff checklist complete. Hey man, thanks a lot. I'm doing okay. I had a pretty rough week at work, but I'm just doing some relaxed time here. Guess flying the MD-11 isn't relaxing to me. It's a plane I know the best, so I don't have to think that much. Just doing a quick flight from my airport to Hamilton to Ottawa and back up here in Canada tonight. Don't really got to deal with ATC or anybody else. Just flying. I enjoy it. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Actually, BASD, we're actually going to do an RNAV approach into, we're doing an RNAV approach into Ottawa tonight. So I don't want to do the ILS, we're going to do the RNAV. So we're going to actually fly the RNAV Yankee runway 32 into Ottawa, and we'll talk about it as we get closer to our descent checklist. We'll brief the approach. I'll tell you how I do it. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. But we'll talk about it. Hey, flight level 350, 2000 to go. Okay, leveling off at 370. We're not going to be here very long though. Our top of descent is 32 miles, so we might as well go ahead and brief the arrival. So let's go over and review the landing data here.
Stabilizer motion.
Alright, so landing, runway is 10,000 feet long, and the elevation is 367 feet, so pretty almost sea level. Approach speed is 157 and flaps 35 on a 10,000 foot runway. Auto brakes medium will be just fine for that. I'll show you what that looks like on the chart. So the winds are reported at 330 at 14, so we're going to be landing on runway 32. We'll be parking over here tonight off of Romeo Road. So I'm not going to be very hard on the brakes. We might even do I'm probably going to go ahead and do a full length rollout here, so we'll just do reverse idle. Reverse idle, so we'll roll out all the way to the end here. So we get quickly over to this ramp. Well, I hope that's big enough to fit us in there. That might be a little bit of a tight squeeze. You know, as I recall, I thought I parked over here before. Nah, we'll stick with this. We'll just park wherever we can fit in here. Make this a quick turnaround. Anyway, so we're on the Capital 5 arrival. So we have some cross restrictions at Canik at below 230, and landing on 32. We need to cross Lanark at below 16,000. We need to cross Diesel. Actually, these restrictions don't apply for any one of those runways. Over here, Demco, 5,210 knots, where we're going to pick up the RNAV Yankee runway 32 approach. So, as we cross Demco, we need to be at 210 knots and 5,000 feet. Then we step down to 4,000 feet here, 3,000 feet there, and we roll out on this final approach at 2,000 feet. So in total, 2,000 feet. Sorry, texting. As we cross Vodil, we should be at 1,400 feet, and we're going to pick up a 3-degree glide path from this final approach breaks down to the right threshold. Minimum descent altitude, or decision altitude rather, 638. RVR is, I guess, 500 meters. Makes sense. MSA is 2,900 feet, and the missed approach is going to be climb straight ahead on track 320 to Rapno. As required shuttle climb, but we won't need to do that. So if we do have to do that, we're just going to come back around and fly a left closed traffic pattern. There you go. Top of descent. Let's go ahead and vertical alert. Set the altitude down to 5,000 feet. Decision altitude is 638. Barrow. Altimeters, when we get there, are going to be 3046. All right, so somebody was asking me about RNAV approach. So basically, what it is that there's no ILS, right? So what it's going to be is that your LNAV and VNAV, or profile and nav for us, is going to give us our vertical and lateral guidance, and it's going to fly imaginary fixes in space that are set by GPS and FMC coordinates, and it's going to fly an imaginary path through the sky, so you can leave your autopilot coupled, or you can fly it manually, following the flight director, and it will keep you on the proper descent path and a proper lateral course, all the way to roll out to the on a final approach. And then they have higher visual minimums, right? So there's always a little bit of a visual component to these RNAV approaches. You can't do them when the weather is really, really bad. ILS you can get in a lot lower, right? Decision heights up to 200 feet. RNAV you're never going to get that, right? You're going to get 271 or more. So there's always going to be a little bit more visual component to this. But if you think about it, if we were to apply the ILS approach, we'd have to come out way out here, left turn, come back in, and establish, and it takes longer. Some of these RNAV approaches allow you to cut the corner and descend while you're turning in these looping turns, and it just gets you down quicker, especially if you can see the airport. So that's what we're going to do today. We're a little bit high on the profile here. Autopilot is correcting. How do you crash? I don't get that. You flew an RNAV approach and it caused you to crash? I don't understand how that works. How do you crash?
Stabilize their motion.
Right. Flight level 220, continuing to set down. altimeter settings coming up here in about 1,000 feet. 3046. We get the CTAP for Ottawa just in case. 18.8. Okay, altimeters 3046. Okay, cross check down at 17,000.
Altimeter setting.
Yep, check. Cross check. Alright, so looks like our profile got a little bit overzealous here. We're a bit high, so it's going to slow us our vertical speed down a bit until we catch it. Once we get that diamond, we'll continue heading down. Yeah, I think I see the airport out there. That's probably the airport beacon I'm picking up. Okay, 245 thrust. Start accelerating here. Oh wow, we're going way too fast. Speed brakes. Wow, that blew to that speed. Over here eating dessert. I looked at it, we're blew right through our speed limit here. Wow, I'm gonna get in trouble for that one.
Stabilizer motion. Stabilizer motion.
Let's keep that speed coming down. Alright, let's go. Big brake extract. Quite a bit high on the profile right now. 1,000 feet low, 12 short? Let's see, right? I don't think that's correct. Well, if we were gonna land on runway 8, it's looking right at us right now. But we're gonna come back around and land on 3-2. Altimeters are set, exterior lights are on. back on the profile there. And then we are about to pick up the RNAV approach here in about 8 miles. Okay, no ATC and no traffic at Ottawa. It's kind of a quiet airport up here, so just be us landing here.
Altitude.
Okay, I'm gonna continue this head down to the basically the decision altitude. And once we're established, we'll go ahead and reset that. The runway's right there. The lighting's not particularly good. Yeah, where's the airport? Alright, crew, stand by for flaps fatigue. Let's do it now. Flaps fatigue. Okay, thrust 187 thrust. Crazy, I can't really see the runway yet. The lighting at this airport's bizarre. Alright, let's go gear down flaps 28. Brakes armed. Alright, landing gear, spoiler handle, auto brakes, medium set, holding up flaps. 160 thrust.
Stabilizer motion.
Flaps 35. That's set. Altimeter is EAD, we're clear to land. EAD is green. Right, here's what I'm gonna do now. I think I'll go ahead and take it from here.
Stabilizer motion.
Get it out of this turn here.
Autopilot. Autopilot. $2,500.
the flight director that will give you the guidance that you need to get down safely. Okay, runway's in sight. Auto throttle's off. Okay, a little low, correcting. Push altitude 3,000. Go slow, correcting. Wind is indicating a 11 knot crosswind, which is not what the ASUS said. We'll see how this goes.
Approaching. 3, 2.
Six knot, quartering headwind.
400. Approaching.
No centerline lights on this.
300. Minimum.
Continue.
200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Actually, reverse cycle.
Spoilers deployed.
Okay, manual braking.
Three 3,000 feet remaining.
Okay, versus normal. We'll take this exit up here. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna give you one more. Alright. It's so dark here, isn't it? It's, we're gonna make a right turn up here. We're gonna park somewhere in those lights over there, because it's dark over here. It's not the best airport in X-Plane 12, I can tell you that. Ottawa. Just not a lot of people come here. Okay, let's go ahead and slow it down and do the after landing checklist. Spoiler handle up, retract, flaps up, auto brakes off, radar switch off, landing light, and strobes. Wow, where the heck are we? I don't think this is the ideal place for us to park. tells me we probably made a wrong turn. Go this way. Yeah, this ramp's a little too small for us. CPU. Put on and stab trim coming down. Yes, sir. Heading back to Hamilton after this one. Just gonna park it and do a quick turn here. Alright. I don't know the parking very well here, but this ramp looks as good as anything else, so we'll take it. If there's a taxi lane, I could use that. Maybe. Or not. Truck, get out of the way. Man. Yeah, that looks good right there. We'll use that. Marshall are in sight. Oh, sorry about the light, bro. You're gonna get what you're gonna get here, bud. Alright. Not my best parking job, I'll tell you that. Not at all. Alright. Parking checklist, transponder. Standby. Fuel switches. Alright, watch yours, everybody. Warning, warning. You're getting about to get mangoed. Sorry about this. Just hang on tight. All that on. Beacon lights coming off. Little chucks, ground power unit. And we'll keep the APU running. And let's quickly plan this flight and get back to Hamilton. Man, I really hate Blue. I'm really thinking about getting the getting that 330, that A330. It's definitely high on my list of my short list of purchases. All right, let's get this flight planned and get back to. We are CYOW, and we're gonna head back to 2022. Find a flight. CYOW, CYHM. Sure, 103. So the winds are essentially calm. We can use any runway we want for departure. Let's see what makes the most sense here. So if we're parked here, I think using runway 14 makes sense, right? That's the quickest way off the field for us. Quickest taxi. But we're also heading. We're gonna be heading kind of south, southwest. So maybe we can use runway 25 might work as well. It's gonna be a longer taxi, but it'll be quicker time in the air. Choices, man. I don't know. Hey, let's just use 25. That'll longer taxi, but we'll be out. We'll be spending a lot less time in the air, burning less fuel, making these turns. So we'll use runway 25 for departure. That'll work. And then the wind at Hamilton is basically calm, so we're gonna land on 30 there, and take off on 25 here. All right, let's calculate, generate. Winds are calm everywhere, so we have a lot of options here. Okay, flight level 320, cost index 51. Let's go ahead and book it. Get on the road. Flight. File. Log off with this. That in there. And reconnect with the new flight number, 22. Okay. Okay, for departure, our takeoff weight's gonna be 464. Our runway limit on this 8,000 foot runway is 539,000 pounds. We're well below that. We use flaps 15, flex 49. Oh yeah, hey, let me know. Let me know how that sound pack is. And surveying, how do I get a Marshall? Oh, Marshaller. Oh, okay. It's called Auto DGS. This is a free plugin you can download for X-Plane. It does human marshallers. It also does like the little automated signs that give you direction, tell you the gate and like the Zulu time. So Auto DGS. It's a really cool plugin. All right, EIS panel. Let's go ahead and reconfigure this. That one's good. Weight and balance. Okay, let me upload the new flight plan here. Okay, we'll use the Ottawa 4 departure. Flight plan here. Cruise altitude 320, takeoff weight 464, landing weight's gonna be 452, cost index 51, fuel on board 34.4, and the cargo weight a bit heavier now, 178.6 for the return. 178.6 for the return, 34, and then the trip fuel is going to be 12.5. Okay, those numbers check. Takeoff CG is 27%. Fuel 23.4. Well within the range, and the weights compute. Okay, let's get on the FMC. We're going from CYOW to CYHM, taking her back home. Alternate's going to be Trenton, Canada. CYTR. Cost index 51. Cruise altitude 320. Call sign is GPS 2022. And temperature -1 on the ISA, so -49. And then we have a 29 knot headwind. Okay. Fuel checks. Flight plan. Departing from runway 25 on the Ottawa 4. And then the flight plan will be as follows. The Tucker, the Q806. Tucker Q806. T-U-K-I-R. And the airway is the Q806. And we transition off that at Elusi. That's not it. Elusi. Which we will then pick up the arrival, which is the Cat 1. The Lucy transition. And we'll be using the RNAV Zulu, I believe. We're going to head over back to Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Same distance flight. That's where this aircraft is based out of, and I'm the hub manager there for UPS. So if you're looking for a virtual airline, join Hamilton Hub for UPS Virtual Air Cargo, and I can be your boss. I'm the best boss. We had the best hub, by far. Alright, so our approaches, we'll plan on, for now, the RNAV Zulu from Rocks into 30. I wish they had a better approach for us. I like these turning approaches like this, but this will work. So RNAV Zulu, runway 30 at Rocks. Okay. RNAV Zulu, Rocks, minimum descent on this is going to be 1016 LPV. Okay, let's review the flight plan here. So we'll take out the manual. Take out that. And we need to take out this. And there we go. Now we have a continuous RNAV approach with all the dots connected. Flight plan is good. For takeoff performance, we're going to use Flex 49. Flaps 15. Outside air temperature is currently... Yes, we're going to use the MD-11, take it back. We're just quick turning it right now. Same aircraft. Temperature, whoa, it's getting cold up here in Canada. 1 Celsius. Man, it's a lot colder than California right now. Headwind is -2, so we have a 2 knot tailwind. So 0. Oh, let me do this. 0 plus 2. So 2 knot tailwind for this, no big deal. V1 135, rotate 152, V2 163. Okay, flight plan is set, and we'll do takeoff on the right. Final cockpit prep is going to be fuel quantity is check 34.4. FMC is check, flap takeoff selectors, flap 15. IFR clearance, never going to get it. Transponder, we'll leave it at that. Radios are set for departure. FCP airspeed, we'll set that to 250. The runway heading for us is going to be 251. And we'll go ahead and set up the final cruise, 320, since nobody's going to tell us otherwise. Okay, airspeed, heading, altitude is set, altimeter is set. Auto brakes, takeoff. Taxi takeoff, departure brief. Alright, crew. Also known as just a departure brief. I am at Ottawa. We're at apron 2. We're going to push over here with the tail facing to the northwest. Taxi down Charlie Charlie. Make a left on the Alpha and then a left on the Bravo. And swing around here, do a full length departure. We'll do a static takeoff, no rolling. It's kind of short. It's not super short, but it's shorter than normal. And we'll be picking up the Ottawa 4 RNAV departure. Correction, Ottawa 4 departure, no RNAV. Instructions are climb on heading 251 or as assigned for vectors to assigned route. Jets maintain 5,000 feet. Once we get to 5,000 feet, we'll go ahead and go direct to Tooker. And then we'll proceed on course. Maybe a little bit lower. I may not need to climb all the way to 5. Once I got the climb speed set, we'll go direct Tooker and then on course. And I'll brief the arrival when we get closer. The usual You can fly the. Oh, I have an Airbus A321. I just flew that the other day. I got. I just got this Airbus side stick for it. I'm really happy with it. It's fun. Okay, APU's running. Before start pushback checklist, status page on engine, doors and windows. We gotta close those up. Okay. Those are closing. Hydraulic pump on. Bucket brake is set. APU power is on. Stone power is off. Wheel chocks and age. Removed. Beacon light on. APU bleed on. Ignition, we'll use ignition B for the return flight. And ACARS.
Montreal traffic
Is recording.
77, 60 miles.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Arrival, landing runway 06 left, Montreal, United 77.
I do enjoy the Airbus, so I can't believe I'm saying that. I didn't used to, but it's not nearly as dumb as I thought it was. It's pretty fun.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Go to connect. Alright, let's go ahead and get this pushback moving.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Can we go there? Kind of like that. That'll work.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright, crew, let's get this going. Parking brake released.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Alright, clear for engine start, starting engine 3. Button out, light on. Rotation. Okay, oil pressure's coming up. Alright, fuel on. Fuel flow, HT. Well, that's not great. We'll deal with that in a minute. Starting engine 1. Button out, light on. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen this before. We'll come back to that. Let me get this engine started here. Okay, oil pressure's good. Starting engine number... Fuel on 1. Okay, button in, light out. Okay, starting engine number 2, button out, light on. rotation. Alright. Fuel on to fuel flow HT.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Makes sense.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Alright, so let's talk about this. So, I should have really thought about this a little bit more. The way we have the fuel configured on the aircraft, it's not ideal, right? This is kind of a low fuel situation for the MD-11. And because of the fuel in the tip tanks, our CG is going to get a little bit out of whack. So what it's basically saying is we need to go to manual fuel mode here. And we can't use the aux tanks or the trim tanks at all, because we're going to get into a situation where we're going to put the CG out of limits if we do that. So we're going to go ahead and go manual on the
Tow
fuel
is
mode.
disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
And we're just going to have to burn out of the tanks for now. So we're going to have no automatic fuel scheduling or anything. So that's not going to be a problem unless we have to transfer fuel between the sides, which we really shouldn't need to do anyway. We don't have enough fuel to really go into the aux tank as it is. Alright, after start checklist, APU is coming off, ground signal to the left and good. Taxi checklist, flaps, set for takeoff, flaps routine, spoiler handle, armed. That trim, I have 3 engines on this. MD-11, tri-jet. Stab trim is going to be 5.9 aircraft nose up. Set takeoff speeds again, V1 135, rotate 152, V2 163, and flaps retract 173, slap retract 218, and claim maneuvering 245. Taxi takeoff departure brief, no change. Transponder TARA, nose light is on, the status page is on config. We're clear for taxi. Alright, let's do it. Okay, noticeable steering, left, right, brakes. And a left turn here, this should be out. It should be alpha, right? Yeah. Okay, those steering, brakes, flight controls, ailerons left, ailerons right. Elevator up, down, left, or right. Okay, now we gotta make a pretty sharp left turn here. Alright, left turn on the Bravo right here on this taxi lane. Okay, on the tiller. Flight controls are checked. Okay, so a couple minute taxi down here. Take the full length here. Alright, we can start running the before takeoff checklist. EADs, check green box, nav profile. Actually, no, we're going to do heading select. Heading select. Auto flight, armed. And radar. Fast here on the brakes, and we'll do line up and wait. There's nobody coming.
Approaching 2-5.
Thank you. Getting used to my new nose wheel steering tiller.
On runway 25.
Now we gotta get it lined up here. Be nice if there was some center line lighting on this runway, but whatever. Alright, clear for takeoff, crew. Okay, let's go. And set take up first. Let's set. Airspace live. 80 knots, clamp. Touched my throttles when they were in clamp. It's like a Boeing hold. Now I messed up my
Autopilot. Autopilot.
Alright, clamp thrust. I got it fixed. let's go direct to Tucker. And I'm gonna go nav. Right. Check slash track.
Stabilizer motion. Okay, autopilot. 331 pitch. Had to take off checklist, landing gear up. Lights out. Spoilers. Disarm. Auto brakes. Stabilizer
Flaps
motion.
are up. Flap takeoff selector. Flaps routine. EAD is checked. Turn lights are set. Alright. On the way to Hamilton.
Altimeter setting.
Oh yeah, altimeter's 2992. Cross checked at 200. Okay, 290, 3000 to go. To go. Alright, group, we got a few minutes here and then we're going to start now. Alright, crew. I should probably brief this arrival. So, landing data going into Hamilton. Going into runway 30, another 10,000 foot runway. A bit heavier this time, so auto brakes medium, and we'll use max reverse thrust. This will be a full length rollout. Oh man, hey, how much are those sounds, dude? Are they comparable to what Mango overcharges? I mean, charges? Let me know about that, because I'm really interested in getting that plane, but I already know the stock sounds aren't going to be any good. Alright, crew, we're on the ticket to arrival, so we need to cross Erbil, 16,000 feet, 250 knots. Then ticket, actually no, that's not applicable to us. We'll use profile to get down to Art Rocks. And then we're going to pick up the RNAV Zulu runway 30. So we should cross Art Rocks at 210 knots. And then Delva. About 2,200 feet there. GoPeb will start our descent down 30-degree glide path to the runway threshold. The LPV minimums are 1,016, although I think probably should use LNAV VNAV. We'll use LNAV VNAV. I don't think we're certified for LPV in this aircraft. Okay, MSA is 3,100 feet, and MS approach is climb straight ahead to 2,800 feet on track 297. Okay. I'll go ahead and set the altitude down. We'll level off at 10,000 feet real quick to make sure we don't bust through the speed again. I don't want to do that. Decision altitude is going to be 1073. 1073. Alright. Seatbelt signs, don't really care. And a quick weather check at Hamilton. It's an hour old, but the winds are reported dead calm. Temperature's 2. Altimeter 3043. Let's see if we can go back into fuel system auto, see what it does. Alright, seems to be fine there. Alright, head down. Soundbox Studios, huh? I don't think I've ever heard of those guys. What else do they got? Soundbox Studios. Got a link to that? Where do I find these guys? Soundbox Studios. I can't really find a website for them. Soundbox Studios. Yeah, I can't really find anything for that. Like, I don't think they have a website. Which one would this be? Mango. I just see Mango. I'm not sure which one it is. Hey, got another aircraft out there. TCAS, who these guys are. Oh crap, that's a problem. A Jazz Dash 8 heading into London, Ontario. But he's right on our course, so we're gonna run his butt over because he's... No, he's cruising at 24,000. We'll get underneath him. Never mind. Yeah, his slow butt's only doing 391 knots over the ground, and we're doing 523. We're gonna blow this guy away. Yeah, we'll get underneath him though, because he's cruising and we're heading down. Alright, add drag. Do I want to? Nah. Well, I can't find... Where do I find it at? Look, I can't find any... Like, where do I buy it? That's what I'm asking. Because I don't see it on the X-Plane store. Nothing called Soundbox Studio anyway. Let's see. Soundbox. Is it this? Oh, there it is. Soundbox Studio. Version 1, it just came out. Look at that.
Stabilizer motion.
That came out today. Wow, okay. Alright, we will add some drag now. Speed brakes. Well, I'll have to try it out on your recommendation, dude. Because I'm really looking at getting that A330. Since I'm such an Airbus expert now, thanks to you, I can probably be able to figure it out. Brakes. Right. There's that Jazz Dash 8 up there. We're well underneath it now. Hey, there's Toronto. I always like coming in this direction. Just dive on down and land on the runway straight ahead. We're gonna fly directly over it. Okay. Adding some speed brakes in here. We need to get down to 250 knots. Okay, profile 10.
Stabilizer motion.
Yeah, they are kind of all the same. But quite honestly, Boeings are the same way. I mean, once you fly one, you fly them all. With the exception of the 737, which is not like the rest. Right, the 7.5, 6, 7, and 8, they're kind of all the same, but the 737 is its own thing. The 4, 5, 6, and 7 are very similar. But I think Airbus is the king of commonality. Their stuff's super common. Yeah, the A300 and the A310 are outliers. They hadn't quite got onto the fly-by-wire and side-stick cockpit architecture yet. I know we don't really count those. A300s are different, but from the 320 on are very similar. Okay, we're on speed on profile here. Looking good. Oh, but these altimeter settings are way not correct. It's 3043. Okay, these aren't syncing up. Okay, go. Okay, get a little fast, speed brakes. .45 thrust.
Altitude.
1,000 to go. We're still really fast here, so I'm gonna let's set the speed brakes in.
Stabilizer motion.
Okay. New altitude. 200 feet. Actually, no. MSA. Okay, new speed is 219 thrust. And nobody's at Hamilton, so don't gotta worry about that. Alright, speed brakes retract. We can definitely set this to the minimum altitude there. And let's go ahead and go flaps 15.
Stabilizer motion.
Okay, 193 thrust. Gear down. Flaps 28. Spoilers armed. Hot brakes medium. Nothing. They think this is great, man. Mango thinks this is the best sound pack ever. When we asked them about it, they're like, "What? Why does it need to be updated? What's wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with it." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" Yeah, this thing needs a big update. Okay. Flaps 35. Before landing checklist, landing gear down. 4 green. Spoilers are armed. Auto brakes are set medium. Flaps 35. Altimeters cross check. EADs green box. Good land.
Stabilizer motion. Stabilizer motion.
Okay, runway in sight.
Stabilizer motion.
The autopilot kind of overshot that a bit. Alright, I'll take it.
Autopilot.
And auto throttle. Turn off. Okay, once again, the winds are not as advertised. Showing a tailwind, 10 knots from the left. We'll see if it gets low enough. See if that comes off as we get closer to the ground. Alright, set Mr. Approach altitude 2,800 feet. Not quartering tailwind.
1,000.
Five knot wind.
Approaching 30.
Stabilizer motion.
And winds are
500.
lined.
Approaching minimum 400. Minimum
Landing.
300. $200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
8,000 feet remaining. 7,000 remaining.
Spoilers deployed.
Okay.
6,000 remaining.
First screen, rather.
5,000 remaining.
Manual brakes. Alright, rolling out to the end.
4,000 remaining. 3,000 remaining.
First is normal.
2,000 remaining.
So we gotta go to the end because there's just no taxi. We got a back
1,000
taxi.
remaining.
Okay, on the brakes.
500 remaining.
And doing about face here. Thanks, man. That was pretty good.
100 remaining.
Yep, I hear you. Thanks.
On runway 12.
Okay, after landing checklist. Spoilers up, disarm, flaps up. Auto brakes off. Radar off. And we're gonna back taxi down our taxiway Charlie. Golf. Next one's Charlie. On the brakes.
5,000 remaining.
If you enter it. Okay. I've done a checklist.
Approaching 6.
Clear left, clear right. A little bit of left bank in there. I didn't really feel that, but Alright, back home. There's Marshaller. Alright, market checklist. Alright, a headphone warning. Headphone warning for this terrible shutdown in 3, 2, 1. Just gonna do them all at the same time so I don't have to hear it too long. Ugh, God. Golly. Mango said this is fine. What's wrong with that? Sounds fine to me. No problem here. Hey, chocks are in. Parking brake released. Gonna power on, AP power, and AP. off those. Hey, definitely, man. Thanks for coming along tonight. Appreciate it. Ooh, look at that taxi job. Not too bad. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. I want to get that thing sooner than later. I don't really see any of the airplanes coming down the pipe right now that are going to be ready for me to buy. So, I think the 330 might be next. But at the same time, I have so many other planes to fly right now. We'll see. We'll get around to it, but I'll let you know when. Thanks for coming along tonight, man. And thanks everybody else who was here as well. This was a nice relaxing evening after a week of crappy work, so I'm gonna go to bed now. But I'll be flying again tomorrow night more than likely. And I think we're gonna do some Airbus something so I can get some more side stick time. But I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye.